Alright, so I'm where I want to be. I'm just gonna get switched into my hiking boots. Get ready to hike on up there. My dad's actually meeting me today to go on this mushroom hunt. He should be here pretty soon. So in the meantime, there's a stream right nearby that's really good for trout. I got my rod in the truck, so while I'm waiting a couple of minutes for him to show up, I think I might see if I can't pull a fish out too. All right, here we go. Let's give a couple of casts and see if I can't pull something out of here. All right, that only took like 3 casts. Let's see what I get here. Oh, nice brown trout. Woo, look at that bad boy. Yeah, that did not take very many casts. All right. Check him out. Not too bad, not too bad. That's pretty awesome. All right. That's my first trout I've caught in I don't even know how long. It's been quite a while. Ooh. All right. And he's down. There's one. Yeah, there's quite a lot of trout in here. There we go, here's number 2. This one's a bit nicer. This one looks like it's a bit bigger. All right. Woo-hoo! There's number 2. Yeah, there's a lot of them in here. I told you, this is this creek is one of the best creeks in the area for trout. Yeah, look at the color on him. Another really nice one. We'll get him back in the water too. All right, he's back in. Let's see if we can't get another one right away. Let's find out. So I pulled a couple out of that hole right there. I want to try and see if I can get up this current right here. So I'm going to try moving down a little bit closer towards that tree and cast down this way. Maybe once I get in this current, I can pull something else out of there. So there's a crazy amount of trout taking hits at this. Oh, there we go, got one. That was pretty fast. Oh, this one's a nice size too. Hold on. All right. Stop flopping, stop flopping. All right, that one's not half bad. So it's still early season, so I'm not planning on keeping any of these that I'm catching, but they're still really fun to catch, and he's actually not a bad size for brown trout. So we'll go ahead and release him back in. There he goes. All right. So I just finished up doing some morel hunting. It's a little bit early in this area, but the trout fishing is obviously not. It's pretty hot today. That's my third one I've caught today so far. I caught 2 earlier before I started morel hunting, and just now this was the third. So we'll see how many more of these I can pull out. All right, they might have got wise to me in that spot. I'm gonna try moving to another spot down here a little ways. Trout are really smart fish, so you got to be a little bit smarter than them. If they see you, you're not going to get them. After a while fishing the same hole, I don't know if they kind of catch on and then they stop biting. But I see another bend over here. We're going to go take a couple of casts in that and see. Alright, right along this bend, right in here. This is where I want to try next. Alright, now I'm set and ready. Let's see what we can get. Well, it looks like they're only kind of really hopping in that little hole. Maybe I'll try one more time for another good sized one out of there. I had that one out of there that was probably 10 inches. He was pretty decent. Then maybe I'll try taking a drive down creek. I'll see if I can find another spot where it looks like there's a good hole we could try to fish. See if we can't get any more out of there. Oh, just missed another one. Oh, there we go. Alright, there's another. Alright, there's another not half bad one. So let's go take a walk down and see if we can come across another good spot. I didn't bring my waders with me because I didn't anticipate doing this much fishing, but I probably should have. I knew there was a risk of it being early for the mushrooms. Next time I'll have my waders. And then we'll take a walk down the creek. We'll see how many we can get. And here's another bridge where we can kind of get down under. Let's try giving a couple casts here and see what we can come up with. Alright, well, I snagged up on a rock. And like I said, I wasn't really planning on doing a whole lot of this fishing today. So I don't have another one for me to use. So I think that's my sign to call it a day and head back home. I'll be back out again, like I said, maybe this coming weekend, within a few days time from now, so that I can give it another try. I'll make sure to bring all my stuff for doing some proper fishing with me when I do. And as far as the Morels are concerned, we'll give another go for Morel hunting too next time I come back. I got a few, but it's still pretty early, so the Morel picking wasn't as good as I had hoped it would be. I think I mistimed it just a little bit, but next weekend if I come back, it should for sure be time, so we'll see how we do then. Again, thanks for coming along, and we'll see you next time.